Over the past week, there's been a lot of discussion about Blackstone's real estate investment trust called BREIT, and I've been seeing a lot of people talking about what this means for REITs and the real estate market as a whole. Shares of Blackstone stock have fallen over reports that there's been a mad rush of investors trying to pull their money out of their REIT. And some people have been claiming that this is going to trigger a mass exodus out of REITs and cause a collapse in the real estate market. So today I wanted to talk about this situation and point out a few things that I think some people might not be aware of in regards to this news. Looking at BREIT, this is Blackstone's private real estate investment trust that was founded back in 2016 that invests primarily in stabilized income-producing commercial real estate investments across asset classes in the United States. They also invest to a lesser extent in real estate debt investments with a focus on current income. REIT currently has a net asset value of $69 billion according to their website, and they focus primarily on investing in the southern and western parts of the United States, with the majority of their properties being in the rental housing and industrial sectors. This REIT has actually posted some pretty good returns since their inception. If you would have invested in this REIT 6 years ago, you would have more than doubled your money. But in regards to news about this REIT a couple weeks ago, I think there's some misconceptions people have about this event. What a lot of people on YouTube don't seem to realize is that BREIT, first of all, is a private real estate investment trust, otherwise known as a non-listed REIT. This is not an investment like Realty Income or WP Carey, which are public REITs. It's a different type of breed when it comes to this investment, and there's a lot of additional rules that private REITs have that more mainstream public REITs don't have. And the reason private REITs have different rules is because they aren't regulated by the SEC, since they aren't publicly traded on US stock exchanges. These private REITs typically have high minimum investments, and they're allowed to set rules as to how long investors are required to keep their money in them and how much they're allowed to take out during specific periods. In events where a lot of people want to pull out their money, Blackstone can stabilize things by increasing restrictions, which is what they're doing right now. And no investor in BREIT was ever left in the dark about the rules that they're required to follow. In order to invest in this REIT, you have to speak to a financial advisor who has connections to Blackstone in the first place. It's not as easy as simply investing in a stock on your smartphone. So these private REITs have a lot of control that public REITs don't have because they're exempt from SEC regulations. But let's assume investors are going to continue to panic, and after a while, these investors are still going to want to take out their money. Even though private REITs are designed to be longer-term buy-and-hold investments for ultra-wealthy investors, let's assume investors are still scared several months from now. Over on BREIT's website, they just released an updated stockholder communication last month, which goes into more detail on this fund's financial status. On page 4, they bring up the fact that this REIT currently has $9.3 billion worth of immediate liquidity. But let's go even further and now assume that this isn't going to be enough money. We'll assume a mass exodus scenario where this $9.3 billion simply won't be enough to cover all the funds investors want to take out. Would this really lead to the destruction of the REIT sector and collapse the real estate market? It is true that if enough people withdrew their money from BREIT, then they would have to do a fire sale, which means they'd have to quickly unload some of their properties to pay back their investors. And it could involve having to sell them at deep discounts in a bid to try to raise the money needed as soon as possible. But also keep in mind that this only affects certain sectors in certain markets. BREIT only invests in the western and southern parts of the United States, and they also have properties in a lot of different sectors. Most people talking about this seem to think that Blackstone might be forced into having a fire sale of houses, which would cause home prices in this country to fall significantly. If you go on their website though, only 55% of this fund's asset value is in rental housing, which is still a lot at roughly 291,000 homes, but this number also includes a lot more than just individual houses. It also includes apartments and student housing dorms. For example, of the 291,000 home units this REIT owns, 36,000 of those are student dorms owned by American campus communities. 76,000 of these are homes that are owned by ACE Affordable Housing Portfolio, which also includes apartment buildings. In my opinion, the point is if Blackstone had to unload a lot of their housing units, it wouldn't leave as big of an impact on home prices as some people think, because the fact is a lot of the homes in this REIT aren't actually homes, they're dorms and apartments too. And don't get me wrong, I want home prices to keep going down. I know a lot of people are waiting for home prices to keep going down further so they can buy a new home. And home prices will keep going down as long as interest rates keep soaring. But even in a worst case scenario where this REIT had to do a fire sale, I personally don't believe this would lead to a massive real estate crisis. But if investors were to pull out of BREIT, then what impact would this have on publicly traded REITs like Realty Income, American Tower Corporation, and Digital Realty, to name a few? When investors pull out of a private REIT, a redemption takes place. Money is being taken directly out of the REIT in order to pay back the investor. But with public REITs, investors selling all of their shares wouldn't impact the REIT's capital whatsoever. When you sell shares of a publicly traded company, they're just sold to other investors and institutions. It doesn't impact the property portfolio whatsoever, and it wouldn't result in the company having to do a fire sale. If enough investors all of a sudden believe that REITs are hot trash, then they would just sell all their shares in the open market. As a result, the share price would go down, but as long as other investors and institutions see value in them, then they simply be bought up. Because another benefit to public REITs is that they're required to publish a lot of financial information to the public. With private REITs, they aren't required to publish as much in-depth information on their financials. You can't go to Yahoo Finance or CNBC and look up financial information on private REITs like you can with public REITs. Because REITs own physical properties which are real assets, there's always going to be some value to them because of their intrinsic worth. Real assets like land, infrastructure, and commodities such as gold possess value due to being able to produce goods and services. And as long as investors keep looking at the financials and seeing that these properties in these REITs still carry value, then there's always going to be people out there who are going to want to buy their shares if they're selling at a good enough discount. So far this year, we haven't seen any REIT collapse or have to do a fire sale of properties whatsoever. In summary, it's my opinion that these headlines regarding Blackstone's REIT are completely overblown. While they might have to sell properties if conditions get really bad, I don't think BREIT is going to collapse under a mad rush of people wanting to pull their money out. I don't think if this were to happen that it would cause the entire real estate market to collapse, and I don't believe that this would have any major impact on publicly traded REITs at all. If anything, if private REITs did have to sell a lot of their commercial properties at steep discounts, I think it's possible that the public REITs would snatch them up right away if they truly were being sold at deep discounts and were still producing income. All these news articles and YouTube videos people have been making on this topic I think are overly exaggerated. A lot of this stuff is just clickbait to try to get you to read their article or watch their video. I think the majority of the people pushing this theory are probably the millennials who are probably hoping for a real estate crash. Studies keep showing that many of these people still can't afford to buy houses even at their current prices. And unfortunately, I think a lot of them are putting their faith into this theory that BREIT's going to collapse and send home prices falling dramatically. Like I said, I don't believe this is actually going to happen, but remember, home prices are still going to keep falling because of rising interest rates. Obviously, if you are trying to buy a home right now and you're currently priced out, you'll probably want to wait a little longer. So although private REITs may face challenges in the upcoming year, it's not going to spill over into the public REIT space. Only private REITs have redemptions where capital comes out of the REIT, but selling shares of public REITs doesn't impact this. I also want to mention that I'm not sponsored by any REIT or any company that owns a REIT. In my last video, I spoke pretty favorably of Blackstone and Brookfield, which according to the comments made some people suspicious apparently, but the honest truth is I'm just a big fan of these two companies and I do admire what they've been able to achieve, but you're completely free to disagree with that. But please note that I've never been sponsored by any REIT and these are really just my own genuine opinions.